Hey everybody, anyone is here, and we are back on the RAC pack server. Yes, hope you like my new intro. I'm just trying it out. If you don't like it, let me know, but I think it's kind of cool. Spent a little bit of time on it. Anyways, today we are going to work on something not necessarily new, but something that I've been wanting to work on. And what you can see in here is I have made an enchantment mover from QuarryPlus. And what that will allow me to do is, sure enough, enchant my quarries. So let's get over. As you can see, I set up 2 new quarries right here in the overworld. It's raining. We'll be inside most of the time. 2 new quarries in the overworld, and I ran them a little bit, but I want to do a comparison. And what I'm going to want to do is enchant one of them, leave the other one regular, unenchanted, and see how much of a increase it is, if it's even a discernible increase. Now, obviously, the way I'm doing it, I'm not really going to be able to check for... let's take a step back. There's 3 types of enchantments you can put on a QuarryPlus. First is efficiency, which will allow us, it will make it work faster. Second is unbreaking, which will make it work with less energy. And third is fortune, or silk touch, one or the other, which does exactly what you would expect. Fortune gives you more, or more drops when you can do that, and silk touch will silk touch the block. So what we're going to use is efficiency, unbreaking, and fortune. So let's just grab one of these right now. Hopefully we don't drop it. We have to go crazy looking for it. Cool. Alright, so let's get back in here. And the way I believe this works, I don't know if it takes power. We're going to bring this up there. And I guess the way it works is you pull the enchantments off a diamond pickaxe. So as you can see over there, I have made a diamond pickaxe that has fortune 3, unbreaking 3, efficiency 4. So let's see what this does. I don't know if this takes power. So you know what, for now we're going to put this here. Okay, so we put this, okay, this probably here, and then this here. Okay, so we want efficiency, 2, 3, I'm going to take it off of here. 4, okay. There you go, that lost its efficiency, now it's on there. Unbreaking, we want 3, right? So 1, 2, 3. And then fortune, we want 3. So 1, 2, 3. I wonder if I could have put fortune 4 on here. Well, no, because I couldn't put a fortune 4 on this diamond. Actually, I tried, and I've tried it in past episodes. Okay, so now we have efficiency 4, unbreaking 3, fortune 3. Very cool. Oh, and now we just have this diamond pickaxe that we'll save. I mean, I know I have like 1,000 diamonds, but there's no use of just tossing it. So let's just put this here. Next time we need to, when we're ready to enchant the other one, we can just enchant that again. Cool. Okay, looks like it might have stopped raining. That would be awesome if it stopped raining. Did it stop? Okay, it has stopped. Very cool. Okay, so we are going to have to put this back before we can. We need to replace our markers. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, so let me replace these markers, and I will be right back. Okay, as you can see, the markers are placed, so let's put down our QuarryPlus. We're going to lose those markers. I made a ton of them, so I'm not really worried about it. And they weren't the special QuarryPlus markers, so that's fine. Cool. Okay, so that's put back. Now, we have no power going to this, so let's fix that up. And you know what we're going to have to do, actually? You know what? Let's go back there. Not to skew the results too much, but what we're going to do is we are going to disconnect this, because what's going to happen is as soon as we turn this on, it needs to remake that first. So we're going to turn off both of these. Turn that off. Actually, you know what? Even better. I am going to replace this too, so they both start up at the exact same time. So let me do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, these markers are on. Put down our quarry. Great. So now they're both going to turn on at the same time. Now I have the actual tesseract turned off. So let's go turn that back on, and we will see how that works. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be the best test in the world. Yes, this isn't going to be the best test in the world because, obviously, we're not doing it against the same exact terrain. You know, so there might be caves under one and not the other, but we should be able to get a good baseline for this. Once that breaks all of that, let's see. We should actually already start seeing a power difference. So let's see. This is using how much power? Whoop, come on. This is using, wow, 72 power. Well, this is using how much? 400. Wow, so that's a huge speed power change. Wow, and look at this. This is already, yeah, I mean, look at this. This is already blowing away the other one. This is still this. Okay, this just got its frames in, and it's starting to position its diamond cutter thingy. But this is already going. Now, the one thing that worries me actually is the tick rate. How is it going to do for power? Not power, I'm sorry. How much lag is it going to cause? So I'm going to let this run for a little bit, keep an eye on Opus, and I'll report back in just a couple minutes. Actually, before I do that, now this is running, I want to see what the true difference is. So this is using 246, actually. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot more than I expected it. And this is using 300. Okay, so it's not that big of a difference. It looks like a power difference about 100 RF, which isn't, listen, 100 RF is a lot. But we also have to remember it's using 100 less RF to go, however many times as fast. I don't know how much efficiency adds. Though I might take the efficiency off, just because I believe Benchy was saying that somebody else on the server was playing around with it, and they was seeing a lot of tick lag because of the efficiency. But let's let this run for a little bit, and we will see what the difference is. I'll be right back. So while I wait for that to continue off, I wanted to start working on automating my systems inside my base. Now, today we're not going to actually go as far as getting the automation set up, but we're going to get the framework in. And what do I mean by automation? So up here in this screen, right now I have the media player going, which I love, by the way. I guess Mellow High. But I want to use this screen for more than just listening to music. I want to be able to back out of here, maybe pull up a screen that I could control turn on and off systems, maybe pull up a screen that I could actually see what's in my tanks and stuff like that. But before we could do that, I want to actually set up the framework to be able to do that. So the first thing we're going to do is set up switches to be able to turn on and off our quarries. And the way we're going to do that is pretty simple, actually. We are going to use, well, we're not going to get stuck. Well, we are going to get stuck, but that wasn't the intent. We are going to use wireless transmitters and receivers from the wireless Redstone from Chicken Bones, something to that effect, whatever it's called. So as you can see, I already pretty much built my AE system to be able to auto-craft it. If you want to learn how to auto-craft it, it's pretty simple. Couple steps. There's a couple different items you have to make. So for like the transmitter, you're going to need some stone as well as obsidian tool rod and a wireless transceiver. Obsidian tool rod. Okay, that's one of the ways to make it, but there's quite a few ways. There you go. Obsidian stick. That's what you want. From WE cord. There you go. And then the wireless transmitter. You get the point. That's why I just build everything in here so I don't have to worry about it. So what we're going to work on first is we're going to do 2 wireless receivers. One for each of our quarries. Now, not for the 2 in the overworld. Remember, I have my power split up by overworld quarry and nether quarry. Maybe in the future I'll change that, but right now that should be good. So wireless receiver, and then we need a wireless transmitter. Right now we're going to just set this up to use a switch to turn things on and off, but in the future we'll use ComputerCraft. Cool. So now let's get down here and put down our wireless receivers. We need to point the wireless receivers at the tesseracts. Very cool. And now we have to set these to a special frequency. These frequencies, it could be whatever you want. We are going to take over, I guess we're going to do the 4,000 range. So let's go into 4,000. We will call this anyone's range. And now we're not going to use 4,000, but we're just going to do that. 4,000? I don't know why it's not showing up in there. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, because I'm using it. That's why. Cool. Okay. So that's not what we're going to use. We're going to use 4001, and this is connected to our overworld quarries. So it will be anyone's quarry overworld. Over. And you know what? I guess we'll make this a little smaller. We'll make it anyone quarry overworld. Cool. Not even good enough. Over. Fine. Okay. And set. Cool. So now 4001 is we'll turn this on and off. So now if we put this down, set this also to 4001, and put a switch next to it, there you go. That will turn this on and off. And we want this the other way around, actually. So we want a high signal to turn it on. So now that's on. Whoa. And that's off. Cool. All right, so let's go put this somewhere that it's going to be a little bit more useful than right down here. There we go. We can't go up that way. We'll put it up here for now. And then eventually we'll swap this out with computers and we'll use the touchscreen. But for now, we can just put this here. Let's just get our axe. Boom. Now we should be able to just do that. Put this back. Oh, wait, no, we have to. Whoop, didn't want to do that. We have to set this first. Very cool. Set it to anyone is quarry. Done. Now we could put this here. Turn it on. Oh, that's not it. Where'd my switch go? Did I lose my switch? How did I lose my switch? I don't know how I left my switch. Okay, we'll just take that. Damn it, now I don't remember where I put it. Was it here? Yeah, okay. Here it is. Okay, put this down. Switch on it. And you know what? We want a redstone lamp. You know, I need to hook up my AE system up here, actually. I don't think I have it done yet. Do I have any regular lamps? No. Oh, no, that's not how you spell lamp. No. Okay, we'll just make a redstone lamp for now. We'll switch that out with some of that red power stuff. Sooner than later. Okay. And this isn't going to stay... Oh, what did I need? Glowstone. I don't have any glowstone. Okay. So now we should be able to put this above it, and we'll know when our quarry is on or off. Actually, we should grab a sign also. Yes, riveting. Okay. Now, let's put this here. Boom. Quarry. Overworld. And it's on. Cool. So now if we go back there, our quarry in the overworld, I should put some books up there too. Quarry on the overworld should be rocking and rolling. And this is obviously not my quarry. Let's try that one more time. Very good. And it is, whoop, not when I went on the pit. And now it should be pulling power. And we're going to go back and turn it off too, just to make sure. Pulling power. Very cool. Now if we come back here and go up there and turn off that switch, it should not be on. Hopefully. Now again, I don't like that having it all the way up there. It's not going to stay like that. Eventually I'll set it up with ComputerCraft, and then with the new version of ComputerCraft, I will be able to use a handheld computer to turn things on and off, and I won't have to go anywhere. Anyways, pull it. There you go. It is off. Very, very cool. Obviously, this is still running because the quarry has a little bit of a buffer. No problem. As long as it's not using my power, I don't care. Well, obviously, it is using my power, but it's using power that's already used, so it doesn't really matter. Cool. Okay, so that is on. I'm going to let that go for a little bit longer, set up a couple more things on a switch, and we'll be right back. We are back just for a moment, and while I wait for that quarry to make a little bit more progress so we can get a better idea of how it's comparing, as you can see, I made some changes around here. I started removing all of those redstone lamps, and I just found one I missed. I started removing all those redstone lamps. Let's just make one of them, and replace them with these Project Red lamps, just because they look a little bit better, and why not, right? That looks a little bit better. You can see I put them all over there. I also changed up this and used them. I always call levers switches. And apparently one of the mods called switches, I guess, adds switches. So I thought, you know what? I'll just use those for now. I threw the signs on the bottom. I don't know if I really like how it looks with the sign on the bottom. But I didn't like how it looked with the sign on top. And since this is temporary, I think this should be okay. And as you can see, I added a couple more buttons to my nether quarry, to the tree farm. And then I have a tesseract that's just miscellaneous fuel that uses the fuel from the oil. So I have that on a switch too. And as you can see, we could just turn it on and off as we need it. Very, very cool. And like I said, eventually, well, no, I shouldn't say eventually, between this episode and the next episode, I'm going to start writing code for this computer so we can control everything from the computer and get rid of all of this. Will I have these indicator lights? Probably not, unless I feel like I really need them. I think they take up a lot of space, and I'm going to have a lot of different things controlled by the computer, so I don't know if having these lights here are going to be that efficient. That said, I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind and think it looks awesome. We'll see. You could also see that I ran a crafting terminal here and also put one here. Now, the problem with these crafting terminals that I didn't realize, and I was actually hoping that it wouldn't be, oh, I need to fix that. Yeah, is that it's only one-faced. I actually thought this would have been on all four sides. Yeah, four sides. Obviously, it's not, which is a kind of a pain in the ass, but not that big of a deal. Let's just fix this because this is going to bother me. Yes. Cool. So I put one here, and I faced it into here just because more than likely, whenever I'm going to use this, whenever I'm going to use this panel, I'm probably going to be over here or somewhere over here. So I thought I'd put it right there. Alternatively, up here, I actually faced it into here just because I feel like if I'm going to use it, I'll probably be in here most of the time. Yeah, so that was definitely a change I needed because you know what? While building this, I kept having to go up and down, up and down. And to be honest with you, that's a huge pain in the ass. So, one thing I thought was kind of cool is you see this little guy here? He has such a great range. And mind you, I don't have a range upgrade on him. I'm lying. I might actually have a range upgrade on him. But one thing that you could just troll him is just throw something on the floor up here. Oh. And he just goes nuts trying to pick it up. And he'll just keep going crazy until it despawns, which I think is pretty cool. Too bad he couldn't figure out how to use these elevators. That would be really cool, but not that big of a deal. So let's just take a quick look over here. As you can see, I keep doing that. You know what? I'm so used to going to my Thaumcraft area and not to my quarry that I'm just not used to hitting that book. Anyways, as you can see, this side is really starting to pull ahead of this side. Look at that. Now that I got rid of all the trees and they're just straight up going layer by layer, this side is really, really pulling ahead. But as you can see, there's a big cave system right there. And it's just, I want to let this run for a little bit longer so we can get a real good idea of how much faster it is. But even right now, what is this? We're already, whoa, let's get out of here. We're already 2 levels deeper than this one. So I'm curious to see once this runs for a while, how much of a difference it actually, how much of an effect it really has. So I'm going to let this go a little bit longer and I'll be back. For you, it's going to be right away. For me, it's going to be probably a while now, just so I can let this run for a bit and we can wrap up the episode seeing how much of a difference these two things make. Cool. So I'll see you back in a second. Oh, one thing I did forget to show you guys is I set up 2 coke ovens to constantly cook up the oak wood into charcoal. So we're starting to get a lot of charcoal, and we're going to run a steam boiler off this. But I want to get a nice amount stocked up before I do that. Just to show you how it's set up, it's actually pretty simple. Let's get down to the darkling state. Under each of them, I have right here an import and an export bus. The export bus is putting oak wood in there at a stack at a time, so it always stays with a stack in there. And this is pulling charcoal. It says a stack at a time, but it's really pulling it one at a time, which will keep this full of wood and always pulling out the charcoal. Over here, what you'll see is I have, you know what, I should probably actually go under. I have this nullifier here because when you're making, when you're cooking anything in a coke oven, it actually makes the creosote oil. And I really have no use for it. I don't know how much into Railcraft I'm going to get. So right now I'm just dropping it into this nullifier. And it's real simple the way I have it. I just have one liquid duck connected into here, sucking out of both of these, and just filling it right into that nullifier, which is pretty cool. Which is interesting is since I turned these back on at the exact same time, actually if I turn this off, what you'll notice is, and I put a switch here to turn that on and off, what you'll notice is these creosote oils cook up at the exact same time, and if you watch this arrow, they're in sync perfectly. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, so, okay. So I'm turning that back on. Again, I don't need the creosote oil, and I am just, ooh. We're running out of lava. I am just going to wait a little while and see how our quarries go. I'll be back. We are back, and to be honest with you, I can't wait any longer, so this is going to have to do it. Let's take a look, and we will see. Wow, yeah, look at that. I mean, there's no contest. This is how long further down? Yeah, I mean, and it's so much further down and still climbing. This row is what, 1, maybe 2 rows below where it was last time we came, and this is down another 3 or so. So, yeah, the enchanted quarries definitely do work better, and because of that, I am going to enchant this quarry right here. Yeah, we don't even have to stop that. Yeah, I'm going to enchant that with the same enchants that we put on the other one. And it didn't look like it was actually causing any type of lag issue. Luckily, now obviously I've only been able to watch it for maybe, I don't know, 2 hours or so, more or less. But that should be good enough. There we go. Now that's all enchanted. And we can put that back. But for now, that will be the end of the episode. As always, if you liked what you see, and again, I went into the wrong book. If you liked what you see, please give the video a like. It really does help a lot. And if you want to see more episodes by me, definitely subscribe. You get to see all the episodes right into your inbox. Never have to worry about anything. It's an awesome deal. Anyways, as I said, thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys next time.